All right, and we got an awesome final question from me from FTA Adventures, and the question was, what made you just stop? So we got one. All right.
What the brap is up, fellow brapsters? Cody with Two Wheels in a Tent, and I'm here with special guest Tim Collins from FTA Adventures today.
What's up, everyone? Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Cody.
Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
So recently I asked my patrons if they had some questions they would like answered, and we're going to go through those today. I thought I'd throw a twist in and have Tim, since he actually asked one of the questions, ask me the questions. So let's get to it right after this.
All right, so first question. This one is a three-part question from Brian Moore. And his question number one is, how is the Husqvarna 701 been treating you?
That's a great question. My answer is a little bit different than it was when you originally asked that, Brian. But I love the 701. How has it been treating me? We had a different plan for this trip. We were going to trailer the bikes up and ride a lot. Then that wasn't working, so we were going to ride, but it decided it didn't want to start. So I trailered the bike from Utah to Oregon, and on the trailer, when we were almost here, turned the key. Now it's running fine.
Fired right up.
I love it. How's it treating me? It's giving me a little sass.
Part two. You kind of answered a little bit of this one. Any troubles or upgrades happening? I think we just heard about troubles. How about any upgrades happening?
Yeah, I have put some LED lights just on my hand guards. Well, Brian, you call me the Midnight Rider, so I ride a lot at night. Not always on purpose, but yeah, it helps to see. I have done a lowering link and an aftermarket exhaust. Oh, and Moscow Moto Reckless 80.
Nice.
It's new to me.
Love their stuff. Okay, and part three of Brian's question. Do you have any dreams of a different machine in the future? We were actually just talking about this.
Originally, I did not. I've been watching a lot of videos on the 790. If anyone has one they don't need, they can send it my way. So that was one of my dreams, still kind of is. But the gentleman we're with, Rob, he just picked up a bike just like Tim's, GS 1200.
Yep, love that bike. Excellent bike.
Tim has been kind enough to let me ride his around a little bit. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You could add that to my dream list. I'm learning as I evolve, my vision changes, and I was going to just backyard camp, around Utah. Now I'm meeting Tim in Oregon or Idaho or all over. Could be California, you never know. So the 701 on the road is okay, but it's not a dream. So yeah, two bikes that you could say I dream about, the KTM 790 and the 1200 GS.
Both excellent bikes. So this one comes from Chris Rippey.
Hey, Chris.
What kind of tires do you use and why do you use them?
I use 50/50 tires. Why do I use them? Because I'm an off-road man. I generally only ride pavement to get off-road or to meet you, to go off-road. So I'm used to knobbies, and the kind I use are the Tusk Adventure Dual Sport tires. They are pretty much the same as a D606 from Dunlop. They are half the cost, literally, and they wear the same. They act the same.
What type of camera gear do you use, and do you film your off and on-road exploits? Great question.
I pretty much use whatever he recommends. For a camera, and it does video as well, we have the Canon
EOS M50. It's an excellent camera. If I could just jump in real quick.
Go for it.
I think it's a great vlogging camera because it has the flip around screen so you can see yourself. It has the mic input, and it's very, very simple to use. And it is considered a beginner camera, but I think it goes so far beyond that you can kind of grow with it. So it's a really great camera setup.
Yeah, you were telling me it even does like night shot stuff.
Yeah, that's the new thing I'm playing around with. So.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
So that's for the moto vlog, or just vlogging and stuff like this. For action cam, I currently have 2 GoPro Hero 7s.
Stabilization on those is incredible.
They are insane. I love it. The only complaint I have is the stupid dongle you have to have for a microphone, but other than that, it's a stellar camera.
Yeah, and sometimes the stabilization is so good that it makes the rough road you're riding look way too easy. And next question comes from Randomly Trees. I have some questions, he says. I watch you do a lot of technical riding that I don't think I'd ever attempt. How much riding experience did you have before you got started with your current dual sport?
Great question. So I've been riding, I want to say 4 years, pretty much total. Most of that's off-road, on smaller dirt bikes like my 300. So as far as experience, I get a lot in. I tend to jump all in on things. So, and I've had really good teachers like Johnny Mack, who is amazing. But I pretty much started trying the stuff that I'm doing right when I got the bike. I have no business doing what I'm doing. That's why I kind of thought it'd be fun to put on film, because I shouldn't be where I am. And most of the time I get through it. So I thought somebody might find it funny or entertaining.
I sure find it entertaining.
Even when you're in it?
Yeah, well, maybe not so much.
You do great, man. Keeping up with me on that
stuff.
Big thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beast.
You do well on it, so.
Cool. And next question from Randomly Trees again. Is there a route that you'd like to do that seems out of your reach still?
There are a couple. Dream has been, I would really like to do all of the backcountry discovery routes. There are currently 10 of them. I've got the Utah one under my belt twice, and like half of Idaho, half of Arizona, parts of Colorado, parts of New Mexico. But I would like to complete all 10 of those. That seems way far-fetched. And then if I were to get another machine, some people might be going like to Baja and beyond, which is a lot more road oriented. So I would love to do that, but that seems way out of reach right now. So good question. Thank you.
And this is another great question. Would you ever attempt a round the world trip? And if so, what bike would you want for it?
Whew. Would I? Well, if it presented itself, then yeah, I'd be up for it. What bike? That's a tough one. I like more technical off-road stuff, but for around the world, I would still say probably maybe, I'd like to say 790, but probably a GS 1200. The 790 is so new, I don't know how parts would be around the world. Probably not very easy, but
yeah. So we got one final question from me, from FTA Adventures, and the question was, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel?
Well, I decided just kind of to be funny. We were doing stupid things on dirt bikes, and I was like, man, it would be fun for us to watch, and maybe somebody will just laugh. I was trying to figure out how to camp off of my dirt bike. Found this gentleman's video. Sent him an email. I didn't expect to hear back from you. Somehow we got on the subject. It's like, yeah, I have 7 viewers, whatever. It's like, you should take it serious. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he kind of egged me on, and he's inspired me and taught me along the way. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. It's been great to watch you grow your channel, and you just hit 1,000 subscribers recently, which was awesome.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Super proud of you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, he has a vision farther than I usually see. So, but thank you all for coming along for the ride. It's been awesome, and thank you for.
Thanks, Cody. Thanks for having me. This was a blast. Don't forget to subscribe to Cody's channel if you haven't already.
Woo! All right. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and maybe we will do this again sometime in the future.
Cool.
Stay safe and come join the adventure, baby.
See you guys.
What the brap is up, fellow brapsters? Cody with teal. Yeah. What the brap is up, fellow brapsters? Cody with 2 wheels and a tent, and I'm here with special guest today, Tim Collins from FTA Adventures.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
You bet. So I asked my patrons if they had... This is what he does. You cannot record with this guy.
I'm so unprofessional.
We had a friend, we're interviewing, doing all this stuff. I can't even show you guys the video ever because all he's doing is laughing. It was pretty funny. What were you laughing at? What did that up? Can't talk?